Good morning, Internet. What I did, my whole setup is still the one that I had in one of my previous videos, but I want us to concentrate on this single coil over here. What I did was use some scrap wire from other old coils that I dismantled, and I wound a bifilar wound, in other words 2 wounds on the inside of this piece of PVC pipe, and then after that I just wound lots of other wires that I had lying around just onto that same core, not wanting to throw them away. So on the thinner wires, these ones, it will come into focus just now. I basically just connected them end to end and soldered every joint that I could. And then I had an extra piece of wire which is 1 millimeter, the same as a bifilar winding, that I just wound around it as well. Basically I was going to use this just to store this wire, as I didn't want to throw anything away. So then I went and I got quite a few of these small capacitors, but the capacitance was still too high, so I had to link a whole lot of them in series to bring the capacitance quite a bit down. I think there's 10 of them, and they are simply only connected to the bifilar wound coil on here. The other coil is also not connected to anything except for my probes on my scope, specifically the yellow probe on the scope. Let me just take that one away, because it's a little bit in the way there. Come on, you want to focus. So I know for a fact that I've got 101 kilohertz on this coil. Then the thin wire, that is 0.35 millimeter wire. I've got my input coming from the wine bottle, going in here, all around, and coming out on this side. And those are the lights that I've got running here. Now, I'll most probably have to make another video, because I don't think my camera settings are 100% brilliant. Those two caps are being charged, and they are at the moment at 40 volts. So I've disconnected the lights and I hook lights just over the caps, and then they discharge from 40 volts down 25, 22, 20. So now I'm using whatever stored power I had inside the capacitors. We're down to 13 volts. I can remove it again, bring it back here, put my earth back on, and beautiful. Now I can't, well I can, but I don't want to blow my LED lights. But if I put my earth on this side of the resistor, you can see I've got quite a lot of power coming out of it. And while I've got a lot of power coming out, I'm still charging the capacitors. I don't want to blow the lights because I don't have any spares at the moment. I'll only be able to get some on Monday. So I hope you enjoy this video. Sorry, I don't have exact amount of winds or turns on this little coil, and it is really ugly wound because I just wrapped it around there basically for a place to store my extra wires, and now it's jumped into action working as a coil, giving me just via induction power out to the lights, because the thin wires are not connected to that one or the bipolar wind coil, which basically tells you that anybody in the world can make up these coils, can wind them and produce more output than input. Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you in the next one.